Hello everyone, Alteredmaybe here, and today we're gonna continue our journey with Witcher. We need to help Dandelion before I can focus on the brother-in-arms. First I need to find the killer, because otherwise I will not be calm about it. So, without further ado, let's get to it, shall we? I mean, I don't know if Dandelion can come to Cabaret. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it because it was on my to-do list. Okay. Oh, will we finally go
ready for
underground?
Through the sewers?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Ready and intrigued.
I am intrigued.
You lead. So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Exactly.
Sewing up drowner. Hear that? Been hearing it for a while.
Wait!
Draw your weapon.
But you were supposed to explain shit to me. No, tell it to me again.
Of course. Yes. What is it?
I wanted to learn about the goddamn preventive medicine. What is a doctor doing here? Can I drink a cat? Will I regret it like last time? I hope I won't, because I cannot see shit right now. Okay, better. Shut up.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that...
No!
Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobrit. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
How? How? I mean, you told me to lead, but I don't know why you assumed I know where morgue is. I don't.
Take the ladder.
Okay.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Custody. Very well. We seek the corpse
I mean, makes sense.
Woodcarver.
Sorry, I was checking if there was something to loot. Dwarf woodcarver. Are you a dwarf?
Looks like necrophages got to this one. That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Oh. Okay.
A
So
dwarf,
this one?
but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely.
This one?
On the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a
Oh
bit.
no, honey.
At the autopsy.
Where?
I decided that again. Head. That's the most damage, no?
Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Scooped out. Yeah, look in his mouth.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns.
I don't want to examine the
Just
mouth.
like Priscilla's.
I hate this. I'm not
Burn
looking.
marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Priscilla.
See
Ah!
this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
Yeah, but why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Oh, great. So we have a maniac at our hands. I love that about it. I know enough. Can't we get out?
Open the abdominal cavity.
Yeah.
Warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. It's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
What? Yay! I hate my life. I don't want to hear this. What is it?
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
What does that mean?
Lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
What kind of a psycho do we have in our hands exactly?
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies.
Oh, really?
We surgeons. We've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor.
I'm surprised that Geralt is the one to be judging someone's sense of humor,
His
but
genitals.
okay.
We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
I mean,
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the
I don't
killer's
think
potential
so.
motivation.
okay, alright, that's enough.
I
Thank
know
you.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about.
Yeah, I mean,
What
me
the
too.
motive might have been.
This was a ritual murder. This was punishment. No motive. Murder is mad. Rather not share my conclusion. I'm in between punishment and murder is mad, but I mean, the murder has its own motives, let's say. So I'm gonna say punishment because it really.
Sure of one thing. This was punishment.
Even the witch hunters don't engage in this kind of torture. What sin could possibly merit it?
Only the
I don't
murderer
know.
knows that. And it's the key to finding him. Or her. It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer.
Oh,
And I'm
hello.
Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
He thought you. And this is him after 30 years. Is he a vampire?
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting.
Yes.
He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings,
Oh.
Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
Hi.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Obviously. We cannot leave
What do
from...
you cover for us?
I was
Where we
covering
come
my
from.
own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever.
I mean, he did,
While I don't approve of your
actually.
willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So everyone who we didn't want there actually came there. So great.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream
Yeah. I don't know why I'm upset about this that much,
Might
but...
have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Okay. But I also want to know. Yeah.
I decide when we're done with this subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist. The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities. I landed in prison. There you have it.
Okay.
What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Yeah. You do those. I'll start with the alley. Where is this alley?
Hey, handsome.
What? Concerned citizen sermon? Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shape-shifting Dopplers can hide from its light. Not even witches and sorceresses, so adept at fooling the common folk. Not the loose women who walk the street and fog men's mind with their charms. What am I reading exactly? Abandon then the treacherous and immoral magic arcane. Cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose for you all monsters and sinners. Or else burn you too in its flames, concerned citizen. I hope you die, concerned citizen.
Dave. How am I to know?
Human.
Watch him, see what he does.
Priscilla's.
Now left! Left! That's it, you're in for it! Flowey curses.
I'm not leaving anywhere, okay, first of all. Also, we have 3. Not fair. Stop. What is going on? What's your problem? Cover your eyes? I don't think that's gonna work. So, you guys want to talk?
Look at me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant. Hoes can fight back.
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
What do you know?
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start
Okay,
yesterday.
everybody knows everything.
Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Okay, so nothing to research on that end.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
If you guys calm the F down, I will.
Oh, my head's ringing.
A brazier. This time of year? I know that smell.
Mile.
Formaldehyde.
You scared?
Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
That's all there
Murderer
is.
fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
Okay, thus far we didn't learn anything we didn't know, except that weird letter is from the concerned citizen. Is this your workshop? Knock.
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer. Looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Hello.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. But better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raised his fighting dogs. Bought these two mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But asleep
I mean, you
sound,
still
at
be
least.
careful around
So
them,
who might
maybe.
you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
Creative as the names
What'll
go.
it be now? Just Meyer?
Yeah.
I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't
What?
really know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days
Oh.
back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
That's unhelpful.
Tell me what you know about the murder. In order. In detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Sure. Am I dealing with a religious maniac?
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
What is the sculptures? Like, are your production? They burned them? And
Or
why?
dragged something heavy. Statues. Or a corpse.
Why are we burning the statues? Oh, so he leaves a note as well. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. That is why we must live in harmony with eternal fire and its commandments. So are we killing anyone who's not applying the commandments? I don't like this concerned citizen. Can we find him? And can we do it quick?
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Yeah, it's even better if you didn't touch anything. Maybe don't go in. Will you be okay, Gus?
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
So he kicked it? Not trying to loot,
More
actually.
blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind.
Why? Why would that be a thing?
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Thank you, Gus. I'm going. And I'm confused. Very confused. Sorry, doggies. I have one more stop to do, and I'm hoping these puzzle pieces will come together. Oh, somebody else died. Somebody else died.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Okay. I guess I'm happy that I'm welcomed.
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is.
Yeah, you smell.
Body to the morgue.
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art. One of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. On account of
Some things are best left unsaid.
Exactly.
The pieces.
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
I mean, it's Nathaniel, isn't it?
Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
Yeah, he clearly searched him.
His body.
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
That escalated very quickly. What was in his pockets?
What did you find on him?
I had you with
Shut up.
triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Get out of my sight. Get out of my sight now, or I'm gonna kill you.
My sight. Now.
Just so you know. I mean, I want to hit him, don't get me wrong, but I need to see CARNAL. I don't have time to waste with this prick.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Welcome, honey. Who died?
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you.
I'm so happy.
You seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter. And I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Fair.
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone.
What?
Because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be.
And you
fond of
still
someone
work
like
here?
that, wouldn't you agree?
Wait, he's a psycho.
Ron Gratz told me all about you.
Can I kill him?
Doubtless you've heard how I had the noble leader of the student protesters thrown in prison. But did you hear the protests were far from peaceful? Or did he neglect to mention it?
Well, he did
People were
neglect to
dying,
mention
Witcher.
it.
Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
Yeah, you look too young.
Von Gratz. 50, 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little
How?
young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
I don't buy it. But let's start the autopsy. But
Let's
I
start.
don't buy it.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this?
Next victim's name.
A parchment. Made of human skin.
Tell me what's written on it.
Murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
God,
Who is Patricia?
knows no bounds. To attack Lady Vegelbud, heiress of such a prominent family.
Where is she? Tell me.
She resides in an estate beyond the city, north of Oxenford.
I'm
Gotta find
going.
her. Now.
I'm going. I'm going. I mean, all these guards and everything. Will they let me in? Hi,
What do you want?
your lady's gonna die, just saying.
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street
Her
can...
life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no...
I mean, yeah, I could have very well be the killer, so...
Yes, good fellow? If it's work you seek.
Don't know that I'm all that good. Name's Geralt. Looking for Patricia Vegelbud. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
Where is she?
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if
Are you
it's
convinced
true,
now?
my gods.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
Exactly, like,
It's
why
not
are
very
you
hard
making
to
it...
believe, but you appear to be quite
Oh
serious.
no, I joke around like this. I'm maniac.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith.
Ah,
A serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
Ashley, that's all the reasons to be killed, woman. Are you here? Do you hear me? Do you understand what it means to hurry? Ingrid, run, goddammit, run! I have never seen such a calmer woman when I tell them that, like, your mother is gonna die. Or better, probably dead.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All
That's
seems
not
to
what I
be
heard.
order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you?
Yes.
But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Yeah, probably she's dead. Oh, I hate trying to catch people. Where is he? There.
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
Okay, that's the murderer.
There he is! Get him!
I'm not gonna fight with you guys. Where is the actual murderer? I don't get it. I don't want to kill the guards.
Die, mutants!
God. Okay, I guess we are doing this.
Halt!
You happy?
Or I'll put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save
You're
your trickery,
stupid.
Taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
She solved the killer.
This man is innocent.
Stupid.
I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing
'Cause you're
you.
stupid.
I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her?
Well, it's about the eternal fire.
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that.
Very fair.
Let her be the last victim. Please.
I'm trying. I'm genuinely trying. You guys are not helping.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Yeah, he's just playing a game, but god damn it. I guess another concert citizen note. Thank you, I don't need to read it again.
Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's fast.
That's very fair. So, let's see if he will make it this time. Stupid assholes. I mean, how would they know is also a very fair argument, actually. But I'm still angry because I could have catched them. Crippled Kate. Hello?
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a...
Oh, I'm gonna disturb them.
Do not disturb them.
Fucking hell. It is Nathaniel, Nathan, what was his name? Tell me Yeah, it is her. It is him.
You though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike.
Can I murder him?
I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
I mean, that was quite obvious.
Satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
I'm gonna kill him, right?
Just can't listen to any more of this shit.
No one's forcing you to, mutant.
Yep. Can we end him now? Hi, hello. I know, okay? I know you're mad at me. I am mad at myself as well, because I was editing this episode and I said, how? Like, how the hell did I miss every sign along the way? He is not our guy, and the game tried to stop me all along the way. Like, you sure? So we're gonna do this again. Yeah, we're gonna make it right. Because it has to be. I'm not okay with this. No. I didn't even untie the poor girl. I didn't. I just left and made an outro. Like, no. So yeah, we crop it out. We forget about the things I do. And we're just gonna focus. We're gonna do this right this time. So let's start over. Hello.
Yet again, you disturb me.
I like to disturb you.
I so dislike being disturbed.
Don't get me wrong, I still want to kill him, but I want to find the real murderer. See, just like that, no formaldehyde. Like the game is like, look at it.
No formaldehyde, coals
I
in my
didn't.
eye sockets.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken.
I mean, I
Vagrant.
was mistaken, but yeah, you said there was a letter on Patricia's body. So for me, he was the guy. It was the end of it. But of course, he was framed.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's, to sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know, but I see we must.
I mean, there's
talk
only
calmly.
2 possible guys at
Who
this
knew you'd
point.
be here?
I mean, one
Strangely enough,
guy.
I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man.
Yeah,
who
there's only one guy who misled me the whole time.
treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies.
Obviously.
Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished
Oh no, we're
business.
not gonna do that, baby. You're dying after all.
I paid in advance.
Nope. We're not gonna let that happen. And no.
Then you'll pay again. For her, for all the other women
Exactly.
you've tortured.
You might not be the murderer, but you're still an asshole, and you need to die. Whoopee! Can I untie you now, Nelly? I'm
free now.
sorry about last time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If
Yeah.
not for you. He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me
I'm
the
sorry.
shivers. And then he hit me. So hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to.
Calm down. He won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
Okay, where do I go? Go in the warehouse near the port. I can do that. And I can also kill the right guy, finally. Hello. Hi. How are you today? How was formaldehyde? Good?
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto.
What?
Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel.
Yep.
Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
You are a vampire, aren't you?
Who? What are you?
A vampire?
Of course you are! I mean, it was so underlined that how he doesn't get old at all.
Got a reason for killing? A
Exactly.
reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well.
No, I didn't figure
Symbolism's
the
rather
egg.
obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
I need to
Yeah,
Google
symbolism's
salamander when I'm
clear.
editing.
What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
I mean, vampires can be
Should be
religious too,
equally
I'm
obvious.
assuming.
I concur with the church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality.
And the eternal fire is gonna save them. Don't get me wrong, Novigrad is in deep shit, but... You're out of your fucking mind.
You're a sick fuck.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand? You're a cynic and an opportunist. I sensed it from the start. Ah, well. This conversation has grown unpleasant for both.
How did you decide that I'm a
parties.
cynic and opportunist
We
beyond
must
my
move
comprehension?
to the
But
next
okay.
item on the agenda.
I am killing monsters,
I
baby.
last fought a Witcher 2 centuries ago. I do hope I remember how it's done.
Stop talking, let's get to
Have you
it.
faced one of us? No, you couldn't have. You would not have survived.
I survived worse. But yet again, you're my first vampire, so let me not be bold about this. Okay. Do I have anything for a vampire? No, I do not. Okay, you guys can teleport? That's a thing?
Now, you piece of filth.
And now I understand also what Eskel was investigating. When it's on the table, it wasn't that clear what it is. Do you have an earring? Okay, that's not the point. Wait! Don't go! Stop it! Stop it! Shut the fuck up. Okay, okay, I got bold. I get it. I'm gonna die here. Catacombs. So we didn't add them before? We made a whole autopsy for it. Why didn't we add it before? Anyway. Concert Citizen Sermon. I will gladly read your last message. Remember, dear people, that a fire once lit cannot be stopped. Oh, yeah, it can. It can. I stopped it. That it consumes everything in its path and only ceases to rage once all has been turned to ash. Man cannot flee this element, and if they bow before it, if they let it into their hearts, they too turn to ash. Search then your conscience and live in accordance with the church's dictates. Nope. Before the time for penance has passed. Wow, wise words. Thank you. Goodbye. I hate you. Okay, so let's go to our last stop and tell Dandelion that I actually killed the right guy this time. I mean, I killed both, but...
Better, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, she can talk. I was very happy about it before too, when I was reporting the false murder.
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah, I
girl.
did.
From
But this
me and
time,
Priscilla.
I mean it. No need, baby.
Don't mention it.
We're friends.
Nothing a friend wouldn't do. She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor Von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday.
I hope.
For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
It does.
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Yeah, please don't get in more trouble. I beg you. Well, if you were screaming at your screen, just know that I was screaming at my screen as well. But we made it right. I mean, I hope I didn't miss anything else. So, in the next video, as promised, I'm gonna go pay a visit to Kira Mitz, the witch in Vellum. That's what we're gonna do. So, if you want to be there with me, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!